Hello and good afternoon. My name is Halilu Makintemi. I'm the new CISO for Yoshi Health Queensland. And today I want to talk about the cyber resilience strategy for YHQ. Specifically, there are three major areas of concern and three takeaways that I want to raise with the board. First, the future. I want to talk about the future of Yoshi Health Queensland cyber program through our proposed cyber resilience strategy, what we meant by cyber resilience, and how we aim to achieve resilience and stay resilient in an ever-changing environment and threat landscape. Second, objectives. There are three major areas that form our resilience strategy, which further informs the initiatives required to achieve our goal. And lastly, but most importantly, to seek approval for our proposed strategy. Here is an agenda of the day. We'll go through executive summary, recap of YHQ's digital transformation, and end with an implementation roadmap and timeline. Firstly, let's reflect on the purpose of our organization, the essence of resilience, and how it shapes our journey. Let me share with you a story that embodies the spirit of resilience. In 2017, after 4 years without a Grand Slam victory, Roger Federer, a tennis legend, found himself in the Australian Open finals against his rival, Rafa Nadal. Despite being away from the game for 6 months due to knee surgery, Federer triumphed, winning his 18th Grand Slam title. In Australian Open 2018, he went on to win his 20th title, solidifying his status as one of the greatest athletes of all time. When asked about the lessons he learned throughout his career, Federer emphasized overcoming adversity, not dwelling on the past, staying creative, and thinking outside the box. These qualities are not only relevant in tennis, but also in our daily lives and work. Tennis existed before Federer, and it continues to exist even after his retirement. Yet, his impact on the sport is undeniable. He played the game with an infinite mindset, inspiring generations and transcending the boundaries of what was thought possible. This, to me, is the embodiment of resilience. This, to me, is resilience in action. But Federer didn't achieve this greatness alone. Behind him is a great team, followed by his rivals who exposes weaknesses in his game, forcing him to adapt, learn, and reinvent himself. This, of course, was backed by a relentless hard work and many, many hours of practice. As an organization committed to delivering excellent healthcare with compassion, how can we paint a vision that will outlast us, adapt to threats, and remain relevant in an ever-changing threat landscape? YHQ has updated its digital strategy to align with our refreshed 2032 vision, positioning us as a leading global healthcare provider. However, we face challenges such as the ongoing pandemic, financial constraints, and rising demands. To overcome these obstacles, we have embarked on a digital transformation journey. For our cyber resilience strategy 2023 to 2025, this document includes the following: YHQ's current cyber resilience capability maturity assessment and target future state by May 2025, result of the strategic cyber threat and risk assessment, control assessment, and gap analysis, prioritize strategic options to close the identified gaps, reduce cyber risk to within appetite, and enable digital transformation and achieve the target state, while lastly seeking approval of the board for the next 2 years. And our supported objectives, more specifically for this strategy, will include establishing risk management program, enabling or establishing a robust governance framework, but also expanding on our foundational security controls. To recap on our digital transformation, our business strategy is to leverage technology to transform patient care and support high quality, sustainable healthcare into the future. This is to be achieved through our strategic priorities that ensures transformation in patient, clinician, and community experience through the launch of our digital healthcare platform, and then transformation in patient care with the aid of our smart integrated electronic medical record. Lastly, securing our strong technology foundation with managed service provider, setting a solid foundation for innovation at scale, but also to minimize cost. It goes without saying that there are certain risks associated to this transformation, such as exposure to sensitive data and third-party risk affected our data confidentiality, integrity, and availability. By taking care of these risks, we will be better positioned to realize our 2032 vision. Our approach follows the ABCD model to building cyber resilience strategy. A. Where are we now? Current state, which is a best estimate. B. Where do we want to be? Target state, putting a stake on the ground. C. What is the cost-effective and risk-aligned way to build resilience? A hypothesis. D. How quickly can we do it? For our current state, being ready, we conducted a threat assessment, identifying threats that pose significant risk to our organization. We then went ahead and do a cyber resilience capability maturity assessment, where we assess across our domains overall current state as well as the status of each capability across the domain. Second, target state. Know that we are ready. We then define and determine our target state maturity and desired capabilities, and then narrow down our risk reduction target, including the strategic initiatives that support it. And then lastly is determined through rapid cycle on accelerated resilience. We learn, adapt, build, and measure, and which then further inform the selection and prioritization of our strategic options through gap analysis that forms the entire roadmap for the strategy. Here, we look at an overview for our cyber resilience strategy. Strategic initiatives have been identified to enable Yoshi Health Queensland's digital strategy, meaning we have made sure that the resilience strategy aligns with our digital strategy. Looking at the chart, our core objectives include improved governance and risk reduction. Cyber resilience maturity target, we want to go from 1.5 ad hoc to 2.7 defined by May 2025. Our capability maturity target follows the CMM model, level 0 to 4, with 0 non-existent, meaning very low maturity, and 4 optimized, the highest maturity possible. Phases. Our road to maturity or resilience to follow 3 phases: establish, transform, and manage. So first, we learn to crawl before we walk, transform, so that we can run, manage. In established phase, we will be building the foundations. We target an uplift of 1.8 by May 24. In transform phase, we will dedicate our attention to high critical risk remediation and securing our digital transformation. And lastly, ongoing assurance program to ensure our ISMS remain functional and continues to mature will happen in the managed phase. Next, we dive into our current state, threat environment. We have conducted an external cyber threat assessment using intelligence from public and private sources, including the SCSC threat report. The risks from cyber criminals and state-sponsored attackers scored the highest due to ransomware attacks across Australia and increase in data breaches in health sector. Other threat actors include the insider threat as well as activist group. For our current state maturity or resilience maturity, we've discovered that majority of the domains are of low maturity. We've got a total current state maturity of 1.5 ad hoc. Here, we put a stake on the ground at our target state maturity plans. We target a 2.7 maturity uplift by May 2025, where we'll improve governance, have clear roles and responsibilities, improve cyber awareness, and have robust detection and response capabilities. Finally, in conclusion, we want to set ourselves to succeed so we can build and maintain stakeholder trust by achieving resilience and to ensure we deliver value in terms of visibility, strong cyber awareness, and to demonstrate value delivered. We want to enable the business. We want to empower decision makers to make informed risk-based decisions. And lastly, to justify spendings and target highest value delivery. As such, it is recommended that the board committee endorses recommendation from the steering committee to proceed with option C. As I started this presentation discussing resilience through the lens of the Sporting Icon Federal, I will end with that. Together, let us embrace resilience, learn from the lessons of champions like Federer, and pave the way forward towards a prosperous and resilient organization, so that together we continue to provide excellent healthcare with compassion to our community.